The world didn't just go silent when she said it. It compressed, dense, suffocating. Every atom of air between us trapped right there. In the kitchen at 2. Trekkie, mate. Her voice was so fragile, splintering on the words. Can we try him? And in that single heartbeat, a past I'd spent 3 long years burying, tore free, rising like a tide, ready to drown us both. She was my best friend's sister, the quiet girl who used to sit on the stairs, pretending she wasn't watching our laughter, bringing tea when no one asked, always remembering my favorite snacks. I never really noticed the exact moment she changed, from child to woman. Maybe because some lines felt too sacred to ever cross. Then the rain came. One Tuesday evening, a car accident stole him and left behind only silence, sharp with antiseptic, heavy with betrayal. After that, her house, his room, her mother's grieving eyes, they were all too much. But she, most of all, in her quiet sorrow, I kept seeing my own, so I built walls, high ones, thick ones, until 2 years later, in a bookstore, under cold fluorescent light, she found a crack. She stood taller now, her pain carried with quiet dignity, though the sadness still lingered, soft in the corners of her smile. Our hellos were brittle, like old gumagars. Then she said the words I didn't know I'd been starving for. I don't blame you. It wasn't loud absolution. It was a whisper, so gentle it felt dangerous, and it shattered something inside me, something that had hardened into guilt. Guilt for the call I never answered, for surviving, for a friendship sliced short. We started meeting again. Coffee first, then walks. The space between us, once a chasm, slowly filled with careful words. Shared memories. We talked about him. We laughed at stories I once thought would only bring tears. We cried over moments I used to remember as light. Healing was never clean. It was messy, jagged, a slow bleeding out of old wounds. Some evenings the silence between us stretched, thick, warm, too intimate. Her hand brushing mine, a spark, lingering. Just a second too long. The desperate ache to close that impossible distance, followed instantly by violent self-reproach. She was forbidden, a living echo of everything I'd lost. And still, the only person who truly saw me. The first real collapse came when she fell ill. I stood in her hospital room, harsh lights painting her pale, fragile, watching her sleep. A raw terror gripped me, the pure, unfiltered fear of losing her too. Losing her would rip out every fragile stitch I'd managed to sew. I left before she woke. The confession felt too heavy, too dangerous. Fear was easier than desire. I tried to push her away, canceled plans, left messages unanswered. But the absence, it became a vice, squeezing the air from my lungs. Every silent day, heavier than the last. Loneliness, not just a feeling anymore, but a physical hunger, gnawing straight into my bones, and that hunger brought me back. To the kitchen. To Trish. She came unannounced, eyes swollen, raw vulnerability shining through. She said she was tired of being strong, tired of wondering, tired of losing. And then those words again, hanging in the charged air. Can we try? My vision blurred. I saw her at 13, then at 20, then broken. I saw him laughing. It was chaos inside me. every defense screaming no. But then I really looked at her, the yearning in her eyes, the trembling hope, the desperate need for warmth that matched mine exactly, and the truth hit hard. We weren't replacing him, we were surviving him. Love, sometimes, doesn't erase grief. It grows around it, like stubborn vines pushing through cracked concrete. Love always starts from somewhere, I finally said, the words feeling ancient and brand new at the same time. Sometimes from friendship, sometimes from loss, sometimes from simply refusing to let go. It wasn't easy. Her mother's silence cut deep. Friends questioned, judged. Some days the whispers inside my head grew loud. Are we just two broken people clinging because we can't stand alone? But then there were mornings. Her smile over coffee. Raw hope instead of pain. Evenings at his grave. Not as mourners, but as two survivors, hand in hand, learning to live with the past, not inside it. We spoke of him, not as a wall, but as the fragile, more precious bridge that brought us here. Slowly, the guilt began to recede. We still miss him. We always will. But now, when rain falls on a Tuesday evening, it's not the end of the world anymore. It's a reminder that even the worst storms pass, and when they do, they leave behind a sky wide enough for new beginnings. Because love always starts from somewhere.